Sir, dear students, good evening. We welcome all of you for this webinar. And we have with us the eminent speaker, CA Giriraj Khandelwalji, and moderator, CA Nitish Agrawalji. The moderator, sir, will be introducing to you with the chairman, sir, vice chairman, sir, and the speaker, sir. Over to moderator, sir.
Good evening, everyone. A very warm welcome to all of you joining us for today's 100 webinar session. An initiative by the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, Board of Studies, Operations to celebrate the excellence, ignite insight, and empower the next generation of finance professionals. Now I am introducing BOS Chairman Mr. Rohit Ruhatia. CA Dr. Rohit Ruhatia, Chairman BOS 2025-26. CA Dr. Rohit Ruhatia is an iconic Central Council member of ICAI and currently serving as Chairman of Board of Studies Operations. Renowned for his visionary leadership, he holds the distinguished positions in the Council, the youngest ever Managing Committee member, Regional Council member, and Central Council member in ICAI history. He has contributed for major initiatives for inclusion of ICAI's name in Guinness World Record for the largest career counseling session, led impactful programs like Practice Ki Pathshala and the residential training for new COP holders. As chairman, he continues to shape policy and method of practice for CA profession and aspiring student respectively. Dedicated to student empowerment, he is committed to modernizing CA education through digital platform, innovative learning methods, and industry-related training, making him a key force in redefining the future of CA profession. Now I am going to introduce boss Vice Chairman, Mr. Sanjeev Sanghi from Calcutta. CA Sanjeev Sanghi, a seasoned chartered accountant with over 26 years of experience, currently serving as Vice Chairman of Board of Studies, ICAI. As a Central Council member, he is widely respected for his leadership in digital transformation, capacity building, and professional development. As a capable chartered accountant, he led impactful initiatives like UDAN and the Voice of Diamonds. He has actively contributed to various ICAI committees and held key position in professional and social organization. Known for his visionary approach, he is committed to empowering young professionals, enhancing auditor ethics, and strengthening ICAI's global presence through innovative and inclusive growth. Now I am going to introduce our very learned and speaker, Mr. Khandelwal. एक मिनट. Excuse me, please. I'm going to tell you. CA Giriraj Khandelwal is a practicing chartered accountant and partner at Ashwini Giriraj and Company with strong academic credentials, including MCom, BCom, and multiple specialized certifications. He holds expertise in direct taxation, GST, audit, business, advisory, insurance, and retirement planning. He also specializes in niche areas such as BRSR, concurrent audit of banks, forensic accounting and fraud detection, FEMA, IPR, NPOs, and financial management. Apart from practice, he actively contributes to knowledge sharing through seminars and student sessions, simplifying complex concepts and mentoring aspiring chartered accountants. Let us give a warm welcome to CA Mr. Giriraj Khandelwal.
Thank you, sir.
Now over to Mr. Baljit. Hello. Khandelwal ji, now I think you can start.
Yes, sir. Okay. Thank you, Nitish sir,
Yeah.
for such a warm introduction. Okay, let me share my PPT.
I have been regional chairman in 2014, Mr. Khandelwal.
Okay, sir. Nice
And
to
now
meet
you
you.
please proceed.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, okay.
My PPT is visible. Okay, sir. And good afternoon, everyone. It's a truly an honor to stand before you today at this ICI session at the rate 100, run at the rate 100. I have been looking forward for this topic because it's very close to my heart. As a chartered accountant, we are often seen as the guardians of compliance, the protectors of accuracy, the protectors, the watchdogs of governance, and that's true. But is that all? Or could be much more? Today I want to explore something that isn't in our textbooks. How to think differently, how to solve problems in way that surprise clients, enlighten them, and sometimes even surprise ourselves also. In the next 1 hour, we are going to be practical, interactive, and hopefully inspiring. You will live with tools and you can apply the very next day in your work. Let's start with a simple question. Are the chartered accountants only number crunchers or problem solvers? I want to picture this in your mind. It's a Friday evening. Your client calls in panic. Then they have a crucial investor meeting on Monday morning in Singapore. They need a fully consolidated financial report in two currencies before they board their flight tomorrow. Now, one response might be, sir, that's not possible because our standard timeline is 10 days. But on the other hand, the another response will be, all right, sir, let's think. What if we use last month's verified numbers as a base, pull real-time bank feeds, and quickly adjust for the last 10 days? I will also get our tax specialist to check if any currency conversion rules affect the numbers. That's the difference between a transaction processor and a problem solver. As Edward de Bono said, creativity involves breaking out of established patterns to look at things in a different way. And that's exactly what we are going to practice today's session. Some of you will remember that the day of handwritten ledgers and sending balance confirmations by post. In the past time, we do that practice. Fast forward to today, why innovation thinking matters to us? Because AI tools can analyze thousands of transaction units for which we took the hours of times. That can be done by minutes by the AI tools. GST compliance portals flag mismatches before we even open the file, because the GST portal and the regulations are very much complex. They are using AI tools for their investigations also. So we have to think about it and use the innovative tools. Client now just not want advisor. They don't want only accountants. They want advice from us. They want to become ourselves partner of their business. So we have to think of that thinking. If you continue working exactly the way we did 10 years ago, our work will be replaced not by other CAs but by the softwares. If we do not learn the AI tools in today's scenario, the work done by the AI tools will replace us in the market. But here is the twist. Machines can process data, but they cannot connect dots creatively. They cannot empathize with a client's real situation. They cannot design unconventional yet legal solutions. That's our advantage, because these things only a human can do, machine cannot do. One of my favorite business quote is from Peter Drucker's. The greatest danger in times of turbulence is not the turbulence. It is to act with yesterday's logic. Our profession is in turbulence and we must upgrade our thinking for that. Let us discuss about the 5-step creative problem solving model. Sorry. Let us talk about tools. The innovation tools that can a CA use in his study duration or after completion CA, in his practice or in his during his job also. I am not talking about Excel pivot tables or other tools. I am talking about mental tools. First tool is mindset. A fixed mindset says the way we do audits in earlier is already efficient. The way we do audits is already efficient. A growth mindset says, could we use a checklist app so team members can update tasks from the client side in real time? Okay. We have to develop our mindset that what is we are doing right now in current situation is not enough as compared to the machine learning or the AI tools. We have to develop our mindset that we have to improve our mindset regarding the tools and the softwares we use. Second, skills. We already have strong analytical skills because we are chartered accountants or soon to be a chartered accountant. Spotting trends in numbers, identifying anomalies. Now, add imaginative thinking, asking why, if, what, if questions that open new possibilities. We should try to ask ourselves in every situation, that what is and why if. What is the purpose? What if it does not conclude like that? What we can do secondary? What the alternatives for these situations? So we think like this. Third, techniques. In such techniques, we can use brainstorming. Let ideas flow without judgment for the first 10 minutes. For example, if you are in a situation and finding some solution, then you let the ideas flow in your mind for the 10-15 minutes without the any judgment or a solution or any situation. After that, you will find that the some of the ideas will work for you. Second technique is mind mapping. Start with a central problem and branch out solutions visually. Third is Scamper. Scamper is a tool which is useful in substitute, combine, adapt, modify, put to another use, eliminate, and resolve. We take an example. A CA friend reversed his client onboarding. Instead of sending a long list of documents, he gave a one-page quick start checklist and collected the rest gradually. Client satisfaction shoot up because on initially if the CA asked the client for a long list of documents, the client will think that it is working properly or not, or he is asking some um, additional documents, extra irrelevant documents. So he think smartly and start with a one-page question to start, and gradually he collected all the documents slowly. Now there is a five-step problem-solving model. Let's discuss about it. Creativity can feel random, but the truth is it can be made systematic. There is a favorite five-step model. Step one, define the problem. Define the problem clearly. Half the time, we solve the wrong problem. If an audit is delayed, the problem may not be slow auditors. It may be delayed data from the client. Okay. So we have to define the actual problem first, because if we started working on a wrong problem, we did not conclude any solution or not come on a not come with any solution. Okay. After defining the problem and you got the right problem, then gather facts and constraints. What are the problem? We should, after finding the problem, we should get the facts about that problem. What are we looking with? What rules must be followed? Okay. After that, after gathering the facts, we should generate wild ideas, no filters. This is where you ask, what if we had unlimited budget? What if we had to solve it in one day? What if? After getting the problem and the facts, we try to generate the ideas, different ideas by using the what if we do like this, what is the budget, what is the other things. Okay. After getting the bundle of ideas, we should evaluate and refine the ideas which are relevant to our problem. This is where we filter impractical ideas and pick the best combination. Because in early stage, we generate the bunch of number of ideas without any restriction or any filter. But in the fourth step, we have to be practical and choose the right idea which is useful for our problem. Okay. Fifth step is after choosing the right idea or solution, we have to implement that. The great implementation is also a success for the solution of the problem, because even great ideas fails if not executed well. Okay, that's why the execution is the real task. After implementation and the execution of the defined solution, we should review that worked or what didn't work. By using that solution, what by using that idea, we at the end we have to review that what worked for us, what not worked for us. That's how innovation become repeatable. Means after review, if that is not worked for you, then you have to start with the process again. Define the problem, then after gather the facts, then after generate the wild ideas, then after evaluate and refine the ideas, and then the repeat implementation and review process. Okay. Let us study with a case study. There is a problem in front of you. A client in the manufacturing sector was paying a GST rate of 18% on one of their product. Okay. The problem is high tax burden due to wrong classification. We come with a solution, we dug deeper and realized the classification was outdated. We checked the latest HSN codes and found a category that was equally accurate but taxed at a 12% rate. The client was classified such product in 18% category, but after the study and searching the HSN right HSN code, we come out that that product was to be taxed at a 12% rate. We also discovered they are qualified for a state level manufacturing rebate. That have been overlooked. Okay. What was the result? Around 15 lakh was saved annually. That was completely legal, undocumented, and ethical. It was not evading any tax or not suppressing any facts of the act. We just correctly classified the product. Innovation here wasn't about inventing something, it was about looking harder at the existing rules. Okay. Take a second case. There is a large retail chain, 28 branches, each sending sales data in a different Excel format. Okay. The problem is here inconsistent data from branches because the sales data is not in a same format, Excel format. Okay. Our audit team spent weeks just converting files to come out on a single format. What we have solution for that? We build a cloud-based paper system. Created one master template and used an AI macro to flag anomalies instantly. By and spreading that master template to all the branches, and they come out with a same template of sales data. Audit time, the result is that audit time reduced to 40%. The work was taken weeks to just compile all the sales data on a single format is can be done with some tools instantly. The audit time reduced by 40% and errors dropped significantly because on combination of the converting of the Excel sheets, it might be possible that there was some errors in processing such sheets. So sometimes innovation is simply removing frictions. What means we didn't do anything new. We just implement the new technique and got the almost 40% faster times. Now it's your turn. A small activity for you. I give a scenario to you. A startup client has missed 3 months of GST filing due to chaos in their internal accounts team. Okay. I repeat the scenario. A startup client has missed 3 months of GST filing due to chaos in their internal accounts team. Come up with a legal practical solution in next 90 seconds. Think not just about compliances, but also about restoring the client's confidence in you. There is no error from you, but due to the accounts team. So come up with a solution in next 90 seconds. You can drop that solution in your chat box. I think time is over. The possible solutions that can be from the compliance angle, we should immediately file the pending GST returns with applicable late fee and interest to regularize the compliance. Because if we do not file the returns, uh, the GST registration of the client may be suspended by the tax authorities, and we can request for relief schemes if available any, like amnesty schemes or late fee waiver announced by the GST council in the past time. If such schemes are available, so we can apply for that and save the late fee and the interest on such related returns. Okay. Now the second part, confidence building in you in respect of your client's angle. We can set up a compliance calendar with reminders and assign responsibility internally or outsource. We can assign it reminder responsibility of filing the return internally in the accounts department, or we can do it on outsource basis. Offer periodic review meetings or dashboards so management get visibility and confidence in compliance status of the company. By doing these two small acts, we can regularize the compliance of the company and boost and can restore the client's confidence in you. What are the barriers to creative thinking? First is we have always done it this way. We have already always done it with this way has killed more good ideas than bad budgets. Means we are on a straight line that we are not ready to modify ourselves. It signals resistance to change rather than thoughtful evolution. It is a big barrier for a creative thinker. Okay. Second is we fear of mistakes. But we should remember that not every experiment has to be high risk. That means you can design safe to fail test. For example, try a new reporting format with one client before rolling it out to all. We can call it a pilot testing. Every time we try to change our thinking, we should start with a client or some clients. Don't implement such thinking over all the organization or all the clients. If you get success with them, then implement in all. Okay. Third barrier is we do all do compliances, and compliances is critical, of course, because the regulatory bodies are getting and demanding more and more details day by day. So the compliance portion is getting much more difficult. But if it becomes the only lens, it squeezes our innovations. We need to balance both. Finally, one of the best ways to spark fresh thinking is to borrow from outside. Chefs, engineers, designers, they all innovate under constraints. We can learn approaches from them and adapt them to our context. We should always ready to adapt some new things, some new innovations from other professions also. We can learn from them and modify that learning according to our profession or task. So always ready to learn from outsiders also. What are the takeaways from today's sessions? Creativity is equal to advantage. Think of creativity not as decoration, but as a differentiator. Creativity is not a decorative item, but we should define it as a differentiator between a non-creative person or a creative person. In a world where compliance and processes are standardized, creativity is what sets you apart. All the compliances and processes are standardized in today's world. If you want to stand apart from that or want to make a different identity for you between your clients or society or your circle, you have to be creative. You have to find the solutions in a creative way that everyone is not thinking about that. Okay, so be creative and be imaginary, be innovative. Second takeaway is that frameworks make it repeatable. You also didn't have to wait for a lightning bolt of inspiration. Frameworks and methods exist that make innovation repeatable and systematic, just like financial or legal processes. Okay. Come out to the last but not least takeaways. Don't keep it theoretical. What we learned today, try one creative approach this week. If you learn today something new about creativity or innovative thinking, then implement in your real life and try to create some creative approach for any particular task or a problem. Maybe in how you explain something to a client, how you solve a problem, or even how you run a meeting. All the problems or the tasks have some other alternatives and some smart alternatives. So think about that and do some creativity in all your tasks and problems and see the impact for yourself. If you are doing a thing in a standardized format, you will involve in a repetitive mode. If you adopt the creative mindset and so try to solve the problems or the task or the any other thing in a creative mode, you will find out that the results are good before that was. Okay. Now over to you. What is one area where you wish you could think differently? What's your biggest innovation challenge? It could be client work, team management, or even your own daily routine. Let's share a few and maybe we can crowdsource some creative solutions right here. If you think about that, do start it today. Okay. If you have any questions regarding these, you can put on the chat mode.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Just we have some question. We will be asked. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Sir, there is one question. As a CA, how would you apply creative thinking to optimize tax planning for a client?
Okay. The traditional methods are already in the books. Okay.
Okay.
In today's scenario, we can use the AI tools for text planning. Like in anyone AI tools like a Chat GPT or a Gemini, we can put a situation of a client without any personal data. We can put a situation and find out the all the solutions which might be missed in the textbooks. Okay.
Okay.
We where we can find the tax saving solutions or some future references also, some smart investment tips. Maybe you find that will save our time also, and improve the client satisfaction, because we will not save the tax, as well as the we will plan his future tax burden.
So, on behalf of the students, I will ask one more question. Suppose a company is facing frequent cash flow problem. How can innovative thinking help identify unconventional solutions?
Frequently cash
Uh, frequent cash flow problems.
frequent cash flow problems.
If a company is facing
Okay.
frequent cash problem, how can you innovate thinking help identify unconventional solutions?
Yeah, we in this situation we can follow the discussed 5-step problem solving solution. If the first our problem, we should first find out the problem. The problem is cash disclose problem. After secondary, we can find the facts of the such shortage. We should find the facts why the cash is shortage, why the cash is disturbing to the company. After that, we can find the multiple ideas and find out the best idea which will work for our company.
So, there is one more question. During an audit, you find discrepancies, but no clear fraud indicators are there. How could creative problem solving help you resolve this situation?
If the clear indication is not available there, we can find the other alternatives like deep dive in the accounts. Instead of sampling, we can do deep dive in the accounts, or we can find the other alternatives regarding such transactions, to interview the accounts team or the other management teams, by which we can find the solutions for that.
Philip, one question is there. Would you be able to share an example where you or a CA professional used innovative thinking to solve a complex financial problem?
Recently, a client came to me for a retirement planning. Because retirement planning, and the situation was that he was in a trap of a finance debt. Okay, so we find out that why he is in such a more debt. We documented all his debt, and after that we find out. We documented all his debt list, and after that we we documented all his debt, and after that we find out his income sources and allocated his income against his expenses, and try to solve that he can get out of his debt trap. And then we find out that he could save some money, and we find some financial products for his retirement planning, which he was not able to do earlier. Okay. Voice is not coming, sir. Yeah.
So next question I can ask.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, but noise is breaking, sir.
Okay, sir. Is it clear, sir?
Yeah.
How can brainstorming and mind mapping techniques improve a CA's problem solving ability?
Yeah. Brainstorming is not a not a general. It's a general thing. Okay, a CA and a non-CA can do that by using the brainstorming techniques and mind-blowing techniques. You try to solve the things which are not in conventional way. You think things the different way, in a innovative way. You find the solutions of different types. Okay, by using the techniques, you develop your minds to think the different things at the same time. Sorry, sir. Yeah,
Are you? I am audible.
yeah.
Sir. What role does technology, that is AI, automation, data analysis, etc., play in enhancing innovative problem solving for CAs?
We repeat that.
What role does technology play
Okay.
in enhancing innovative problem solving for CAs?
Yeah. In today's scenario, if we want to stand ourselves in front of the rope, we we have to use that AI tools or innovative technologies to solve the problems, because the machine learning or AI tools use or see the whole picture in a view and compare all the aspects in just few seconds and come out with a different type of solutions. So if we use that techniques, we can find out different types of solutions in a very less time.
So one can one more question is, how can CAs balance creativity with compliance and regulatory requirements?
Most of the practicing CAs are involved in compliance because the main practice of the compliance is recurring in a recurring nature. Okay. Uh, just suppose like a GST return, we have to file the GST return twice or three or four times in a month, different types of GST returns. Okay. If we end up with a solution that we can automate the data collection or filing or a reminder to the client about the data or a return status, we can find some creative solutions like data cloud storage or some API integration to our softwares, by which using we can use the our services effortlessly.
So one more question is, how would you cultivate an innovative mindset in your professional career?
I am a very innovative mindset person. I from start I always try to solve the problems. The problem which is on a repetition mode, I try to solve that on a different way every time. Okay, I know that this problem comes to me on a repetition basis, but I try to solve that. We can How can I solve such a problem in a less time or some less efforts every time. So the innovation and creativity helps me to solve my problems and serve my clients and my practice in a efficient mode.
So how is create? This is the question. How is creative problem solving different from traditional problem solving approaches?
Okay. In a traditional problem solving approach, you follow a standardized framework. Okay. Some standards are made up for a specific problem. You follow that but innovation innovative mindset. You think out of the box and try to solve the problem in a informal way. Out of the standard format, you do not follow.
We can ask the last question is, why is innovative thinking important for CAs in today's dynamic business environment?
In today's dynamic environment, if a CA do not think innovative, uh, as we discussed, the AI tools or machine learning will replace the our work. Okay. Now almost all the compliances can be done through the AI tools or some type of softwares. If a CA wants to be in a row of front row, then he should invest his time to innovate and skilled up his skills with AI tools and innovations.
Closing remarks. So we will be closing this session, sir. So Nitish Agrawalji will be giving the closing remarks.
अंदर बैठ जाओ ना उधर हैं उधर बैठ जाओ
Over to moderator, sir. Hello, closing remarks, sir.
Yeah, this is unmute now.
Please unmute, sir. Yes, now it is.
Thank you so much, CA Giraj Khandelwal ji, for the insightful and power-packed session on innovative thinking for CA, solving problems creatively. You have really shown us that beyond just crunching numbers, it's how we communicate them that drives real decisions. To all our participants, thank you for your presence and enthusiastic engagement today. We hope this session will assist in a positive manner on said topic. Let us communicate the spirit for learning as part of the Run 100 webinar series and take every opportunity to grow as future ready CA professionals. Until next time, take care and keep learning. Thank you very much, students. And thank you very much, Mr. Giraj Khandelwal. And thanks for the institute employees. Mr. Baljit ji, Rishabh ji, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Now, thank you to the respected faculty and the moderator, sir, for the wonderful session. We also thank to all dear students for their active participation in this session. We also thank to our chairman and vice chairman, sir, for taking this initiative. Students are requested to please join the run series every Tuesday and Friday from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. to learn and grow. Thank you, sir. Thank you to all.
Okay.
We can leave the meeting, sir.